Triple FX.
Episode 4.
Today we are recording in Gozo, Malta. This is our new location for the next 12 months.
Digital Nomad Visa. Malta offers this amazing program for people like us who work online, and we got approved for the visa. We're 2 months in, and we're enjoying it so far.
Yeah, and today we're going to be talking to you about our pillars of wellness.
Yes.
And we thought it was only right because we work with women in the wellness space. So we want to talk to you guys about what we've learned along this journey and the pillars of wellness that we live by.
Yeah, and what it means to us. So the first pillar of wellness to us is being open, cultivating openness. And that's something that's been prevalent in our journey, at least since we've traveled, because traveling alone just makes you open. You say yes, especially like being on vacation. You're attracting certain people or attracting things because you're in a new environment and you're in a space to be open. You're not worried about work or...
Yeah, and we understand you can't be on vacation 24/7. So how can you do that in your everyday life? Thinking about, just trying new things, whether it's like a painting class or a cooking class or whatever, meeting up with a new friend. All of these things are opportunities for you to explore and possibly make new connections.
Yeah. Next.
Our next pillar of wellness is walking.
Walking. It's obviously good for your health. It's good for your heart. And I don't know the exact statistic, but it says if you walk 30 minutes a day, you're healthier than a very high percentage of the average American. Yeah. I'm not going to say the percentage because I don't know for sure, but it's good for your health, A. B, we use it as a meditation, right?
Yeah, and we haven't had a car for 5 years the whole time we've been traveling, and it's allowed us to see our surroundings in a more intimate way and just get to know our area a little bit better.
Actually, leading into our first point of being open, mindfulness, day to day, the days just fly by and you forget to appreciate the details or appreciate the little things, and walking puts you in that space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good soundbite. What's the next pillar? You don't know? The next pillar is going with the flow. If you don't know what the next pillar is.
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's cleansing.
Oh, that's a good one. Cleansing and decluttering.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your physical space, your mental space, your body.
People.
Mm-hmm. Following and unfollowing pages that no longer serve you.
Yeah, and it's springtime for a lot of places in the world. Maybe not all of them, but it's a good way to think about your spring cleaning, your cleansing of the different areas in your life. And it's also a form of meditation in a way. And it helps you to, just let go of things that are holding up space that you don't need anymore. And that's actually another pillar we'll talk about in a little bit.
Yes, and that actually just reminded me of a book we both read. It's about feng shui, and it talks about how objects carry energy, and letting go of it is a spiritual practice in a way, because you're making space for new. And that's something through traveling we've become very passionate about as well, getting rid of so many things in our life, and somewhat minimal. We have some things, but yeah.
And the next one is being in nature. And we watched this movie a while ago. It was called the Earthing movie. And it's just all about grounding and how just 10 minutes with your bare feet in the grass can have so many benefits for you. And we've gotten so far away from that as a society. And, instead we're taking all this pills and doing all this other stuff when the solution could just be being in nature like that.
Yeah. It's very powerful. Next.
Next is community.
Community.
And
Community is big. And I mean, we're humans. We're built to connect. And something we've learned again from traveling is that you have to make an intention and an effort to build a community online and in person. We have an amazing community online, but we're starting to realize in person is just as, if not more important.
nothing beats an in-person interaction. It just doesn't.
Yes. And we watched
The Secrets of Blue
Secrets
Zones.
of Blue Zones, people who live to 100. And one of the main reasons is community. And all these different communities that have a high life expectancy, one of the common denominators was community. And that just got us even more intentional about it. We want to live long lives, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've also observed through traveling is that so many cultures, their heartbeat of their culture is community. And, in the Philippines, they're so neighborly, like they'll do anything for you to help you. In Italy, you'll just see people sitting on the side of the street, drinking coffee, talking to family or friends or whatever. And we don't have that as much in the US.
Almost everywhere we've gone
Yeah.
outside of the US, we've noticed community being more of a point
Yeah.
than the big cities in the US. I know that there are small towns that have very strong communities, but when we're talking about the average mindset of the Americans is more, it's not a selfish thing, but it's just tunnel vision on their life. And it comes out, I remember growing up not really even knowing certain neighbors that lived right across the street or right next door. And you don't have that in the Philippines or in Italy. Like,
Yeah, and this is just our experience also. So we're not
true.
saying, the US doesn't have community. Of course it does, but this is just our experience.
Yeah. And to kind of go back to one of our other pillars of cleansing and decluttering, the last one, which we'll dedicate our entire next episode to,
Yeah.
is letting go, saying goodbye. And
Yeah, and that happens in many areas, sort of the same as like the cleansing, the cleaning part. And we have, material possessions and digital possessions as well. And we have,
maybe friendships or relationships that you've outgrown, situations.
yeah. And the last one is more abstract and it's societal norms, mindset, that sort of thing. And, it's springtime. So we're thinking about cleansing and all that. And so this is a good time to just really take a look at those different areas and think about how you can remove the old so you can welcome the new.
Yeah. So join us next time where we'll unpack more deeply this concept of letting go, how that looks in the different areas in which you can apply this.
Yes. And we'll put all of the movies and resources that we mentioned in the show notes.
We'll tell our editing team. Waves don't die.
Waves don't die.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.